Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through a mysterious event called the halving. Suddenly, the amount of Bitcoin being created drops by half. And every single time this has happened, prices have gone crazy afterwards. But why? Today, I'll explain Bitcoin halving visually so you finally understand why it's one of the most important events in crypto. First, Bitcoin is created through a process called mining. Miners solve complex puzzles, and when they succeed, they add a block to the blockchain and earn a reward. In 2009, that reward was 50 bitcoins. 4 years later, it dropped to 25, then 12.5, and now it's just 6.25 bitcoins per block, and in the next halving, it'll shrink again. The halving is simple. Every 210,000 blocks, or about every 4 years, the block reward is cut in half. That means less Bitcoin enters circulation, while demand often stays the same or increases. It's basic economics. When supply shrinks but demand remains, prices usually rise. Let's look at history. In 2012, the first halving dropped rewards from 50 to 25 bitcoins. Price jumped from $12 to over $1,000 in just a year. In 2016, rewards went from 25 to 12.5, and Bitcoin skyrocketed to nearly $20,000 in 2017. And in 2020, the reward halved to 6.25. Just months later, Bitcoin exploded to $69,000 in 2021. So, history shows halvings have a massive impact. But why does the price rise so much? The answer is scarcity. When miners get fewer coins, it becomes harder to find Bitcoin. Meanwhile, new investors keep entering the market. More people chasing fewer coins creates competition. That's why halving events often spark fear of missing out, or FOMO, and push Bitcoin to new highs. The next halving is set for 2024, and after that, 2028. Eventually, the reward will drop all the way to zero, and no more Bitcoins will be created. That final Bitcoin will be mined around the year 2140. Until then, halvings will continue to shape Bitcoin's supply and possibly its price. If you now understand how halving works, you're already ahead of most crypto investors. So, if you want more simple visual explainers on crypto, subscribe now and join the community.